Gentlemen, it is your Week 12 Commissioners Report for the 2017 World Fantasy Football League season. We've decorated a little bit, so Christmas is come to the Commissioner's office. We're in the dining room because it was too bright with the sun coming in by the Christmas tree, but we got a lot of notes. Week 12 is a gangbuster.
Oh, and Week 13 also looks
It's
like
setting
it's
up
going
to be wow.
crazy.
Yeah. So let's get right to it. We'll start off with Groves 4B, and wow, I think one of the hottest teams right now in the league.
Yeah, they're doing
sitting
great.
at 15, 8 and 1. They won both games this week. League high, 36 points from their wide receiver Julio Jones of Atlanta.
Wow.
That's the highest point scored from a single player so far in 2017. If you're wondering who had the previous ones, we had 3 of them with 30. My guy Hunt, Kansas City in week 1. Wide receiver Cooper of Oakland for Taco Corp in week 7. And quarterback Wilson of Seattle for Points for Peanuts in week 8. So they all have 30. So 36 is the new record. So congratulations, Mike. You also got 15 from your tight end Gronkowski, Gronk of New England. 11 from Prater of Denver. It's weird seeing Denver score some points. So 62 of your league high 82 points came from 3 players.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. That's not balanced scoring, but it gave you the win. So what the heck does it matter?
I wonder how many teams he would have won with just those 3 players, the 62.
Well, you could
I don't need to do
probably
it now. I'll look at it later.
This is why you should have brought that up in the production meeting.
I'm so sorry.
Anyways, you beat Down Under. Really not much of a challenge. 82 to 35. That was your largest
Difference?
difference. Largest loss, 47 points there. And then you beat Practice Squad 82 to 45. You still have not clinched, though, the regular season McCartney Division title. You're going to face divisional opponents, Points for Peanuts, and the Pirates of the Caribbean in the final week of the regular season. We couldn't set this one up. I think this is going to be NBC Game of the Week. They're going to move it that way. But you just need one win to claim the regular season McCartney Division title. So,
And someone is worried. Someone will be nervously watching the games. And
let's see. I'm a game and a half back. So, leads us right into me. Pirates, I won both games this week, easily beating hashtag Westy is Bucky 75 to 35. And Points for Peanuts, little squeaker, 12 points, 73-61. My flex player, Case Keenum, and my Carolina defense scored 34 points alone. So that's good. Almost, 34 points. That's almost what the whole Westy is Bucky. I'm sorry, hashtag Westy is Bucky team scored overall. They scored 35.
right?
I had 2 players that scored almost all of them. But I'm going to take on Practice Squad, returning champion, and Groves 4B next week. I got to win both games. Groves 4B has to lose both games in order for me to win the regular season McCartney Division title. So, Points for Peanuts. Looks like he's been vacationing down in Florida. So, he split for the week. So, he lost 73-61 to the Pirates, but beat Down Under 61-35. That phrase, beat Down Under,
Yeah.
kind of common. That and beat hashtag Westy for Bucky.
Yes.
For Westy is Bucky. It's a common phrase. We should just have that on.
Just have it on a stick.
Yeah, let's just do that. The win, though, for Peanuts gives the team a spot in the championship round and a hope for bringing Sergeant Pepper's Cup back to the lodge on Otter Tail Lake. So congratulations, Polly.
Ollie, yay!
Advancing to the championship round. Even with our clapping, it's setting Mannequin Peace. Our little Bucky, he's bobbling. I don't know if you guys can see that, but anyhow. But Polly, what might have been? Let's look into the crystal ball.
Yes.
What might have been, though, if you had started Nelson Agholor? I don't know. Wide receiver from Philly, and his 18 points instead of, love this name, Juju Smith-Schuster. He was out for the week with a hamstring injury, but you started him anyways. So if you had gone with Nelson instead of Juju, maybe the mojo would have been more for you.
Yeah. That works.
I stretched it.
I know.
But anyhow. You're going to take on hashtag Westy is Bucky and Gross 4B in week 13. Practice Squad, our returning champion. You got the split this week, even though you had 42 points on the bench.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not usually pretty good. But he was playing hashtag Westy is Bucky. So he won 45 to 35, but you lost 82 to 45 to Groves 4B. I really don't think the 42 points on your bench would have helped in that one. But more important, though, you're advancing to the championship round. You clinched the last spot in the McCartney Division. So congratulations. You'll defend your 2016 World Fantasy Football League title if you ever get Sergeant Pepper's Cup We're
Come
still not
on,
sure.
let's
Come on,
make
Rudy.
that happen.
You're going to take on Down Under and Pirates next week. So you're going to take on like
Yeah.
a couple of bookends
Yeah.
in the division. So hashtag Westy is Bucky. Oh,
Not your year, man.
no.
Definitely.
You scored a league low 35 points and lost both games. In fact, 24 of your 35 points came on Thanksgiving from quarterback Phillip Rivers of the LA Chargers. Now, remember how cocky he was that day? Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. After Thanksgiving, Matt, you had a 3-point lead over
That's
my team, and
right.
you were pretty cocky.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
That's why they play the games. So, my team, the Pirates of the Caribbean, beat your pathetic team 73-35, and Practice Squad defeated you 45-35 in what some are calling an absolute embarrassment in the world of fantasy football.
There are more embarrassed people though in the league.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
Well, I can't say because you're on the roll here.
Okay.
I don't want to give it away.
I would think, though, that you should consider changing your name to hashtag Matt for Bucky. I'm just saying. As you will be playing in the Toilet Bowl this year. You have officially clinched a spot in the Toilet Bowl.
For the Sacco?
Well, it's kind of the Sacco, but we just call it the
Bucky.
Tackle Bowl.
Oh.
Or the Toilet Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of more for the Bucky. But
Okay.
you're going to take on Points for Penis and Cool Hand Luke in Week 13. Down Under. Speaking of Toilet Bowl. Wow.
See, I told you.
I know. Last year's Bucky
They
Award
are
winner.
down under. Graphic representation.
Okay. Last year's Bucky Award winner Joel Cessna provided another, well, and I use this word, I don't throw this word out a lot, but you provided another turd fest. As his team suffered another pair of losses, you scored a league low 35 points. You and Westy is Bucky, both 35 points. You lost 82-35 to Gross 4B and 61-35 to Points for Penis. Will this team win back-to-back Buckies?
I don't know. They
don't look good.
They're not doing well.
6-17-1, worst record in the league. You're going to face Practice Squad and Bucky Sun in Week 13. Okay, now let's move on to the Lennon Division.
All right, let's do that.
And some teams that are actually winning. Taco Corp, 39 points on the bench.
But how'd they do?
They lost both.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
they're still doing well.
Well, they're still doing well, but I think Coach Rudolph, though, was more concerned not with his fantasy team, but with picking out the perfect tree. So,
okay.
I'm just not sure.
All right.
Where are your priorities, Rudy?
That's right, because they had the question of different.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Finally settling on one I really like.
Yep, the bottles.
Yeah.
The Taco Corp franchise, you lost both games, 58-50 to Bucky Sun and 61-50 to Bloody Helmets. Not the time to be having a 4-game losing streak. You still hold a 1-game lead, though, over the Legacy. Thankfully, with you losing both, Legacy lost both. And the fun thing is, these two teams,
Yeah.
Taco Corp and Legacy,
Yep.
you're going to face one another in the final week of the regular season. Boy, whoever did the schedule could not have asked for better games.
Nope.
Nope. And we're going to talk about that later, too. We got some... Wow.
Yeah.
Everything's coming down to Week 13.
It really is. Yeah.
Yeah. The Legacy, you had the opportunity to pull ahead of Taco Corp in the standings, but you just couldn't do it as you dropped both games. Again, I think maybe going to Florida may have impacted that. But
Perhaps.
you lost some close ones. 4 and 5 points separated your games. You lost to Weapons of Mass Destruction 57-53. That was the closest game of the week. And 58-53 to Bucky Sun. I'm wondering, switching maybe the Patriots defense instead of the Baltimore Ravens defense would have given you a win and a tie.
Well,
and a jump ahead of
but you
Taco
never
Corp in
know.
the standings by a half game. But,
You know what? Florida's nice.
yeah, instead, though, you remain a game back of Taco Corp. And we'll face them next week along with Cool Hand Luke in a pair of divisional matchups. I think he just wanted to
Yeah.
make it exciting.
Right.
TV rating.
I like that.
Who wants to go into the final week?
Just knowing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're making it exciting.
Definitely.
Speaking of exciting, Bloody Helmets.
Bloody Helmets. You went all the way there?
Yeah,
Okay.
because they dropped
Oh.
from 3rd to 5th
Oh.
place in the Lennon Division with a split. They lost 77-61 to Cool Hand Luke, but beat Taco Corp 61-50 to add the excitement into the Lennon
Wow.
Division.
Yeah.
You're now a half game out of playoff contention, and you face Weapons of Mass Destruction and Bucky Sun next week. Both teams in playoff contention, and we'll explain that later. Cool Hand Luke
Yeah.
scored the second highest point total in the league this week, 77 points, and they even had 39 points on the bench.
Wow.
Yeah, you know that they had more points on their bench than hashtag Westy is Bucky or Down Under scored overall.
Dude.
Yeah, with 35. So, Cool Hand Luke won both games. you jump from 4th to 3rd in the Lennon Division standings.
Nice.
You have a half-game buffer in the playoff race, and will face hashtag Westy is Bucky, soon to be renamed hashtag Matt for Bucky, and the Legacy in the final week of the regular season.
Okay.
So,
Well, you never know.
Cool Hand Luke still looking for their first championship
Wouldn't that be cool?
title, and they still got to clinch a spot. But wow, it's getting exciting.
close.
So, yeah, Bucky's son. You don't say this very often, but Luke Sherry basically set the perfect roster this week.
Wow.
Yeah, he got a pair of close wins for it. He beat the Legacy 58-51 and Taco Corp 58-50. Moved him up to 4th from 5th in the Lennon Division, and they hold a half-game lead in the race for playoff contention. They're going to face Down Under and Bloody Helmets. So next week, Down Under not in their division, but Bloody Helmets is, and in the playoff race.
Okay,
So
wow.
yeah, that's very exciting. And now we get to the lowly weapons of mass destruction, the bottom dwellers, the basement people.
Not as lowly as Down Under and Westy.
Well,
Hashtag.
third worst record. No,
Oh, yeah.
4th. I'm sorry. Yeah, practice squad at 417 winning percentage. But anyways, might we digress?
Right.
Weapons of mass destruction. You managed to split this weekend. You lost 77-57 to Cool Hand Luke, but you beat the Legacy 57-53. You're still in the playoff hunt in the championship round, but quite honestly,
It'd be tough.
it'll take a miracle.
But yeah.
You're 2 games back in the standings. You face divisional opponents Bloody Helmets and Taco Corp in week 13.
Ooh, that's tough.
And Taco Corp's going to be a tough team. Bloody Helmets, they're fighting for the playoffs. They're going to come out tough, we think. If your team, though, were in the McCarty division, you would have clinched the playoff spot.
Totally.
Yeah, with your 10-13-1
Yeah.
record. That's sad, though, that a losing record clinches a playoff spot.
Right.
But, what can you do? So, we've got some Commissioners' Games of the Week next week.
A lot. Well,
use
it up.
I
Big
got
ones.
2 of them that are division titles are on the line. Pirates of the Caribbean at Groves 4B. Pirates have to beat Groves if they want to have a shot at the regular season title in the McCarty. Also, the Legacy is going to Taco Corp. Always tough to play at Taco Corp Stadium.
Yeah.
And the name of their stadium is?
Tacos, tacos, tacos.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sponsored by Burrito Union.
Okay.
The Legacy, though, at Taco Corp with a Lennon Division title on the line. But now we've got 6 games, though, that hold playoff implication.
Yeah.
They are all in the McCarty Division. Bucky Son at Bloody Helmets, Taco Corp at Weapons of Mass Destruction, Cool Hand Luke at the Legacy, Bucky Son at Down Under, Cool Hand Luke at hashtag Westy is Bucky, and Weapons of Mass Destruction at Bloody Helmets.
Wow.
Wow. Like I said, we've got 6 of the 8 spots claimed in the championship round, adding to last week's Groves 4B, Taco Corp, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Legacy are Points for Peanuts and the practice squad. So, McCarty Division, all 4 spots taken. 2 spots remain in the Lennon, 4 teams battling it out. Following 2 teams, though, clinch playoff spots in. That was my flushing.
That's
The toilet bowl.
You want me to beatbox
Sound
it?
effect? Yeah, beatbox it. Ready?
I won't quit my day job.
I married her, guys. Toilet bowl, hashtag Westy is Bucky, and Down Under. So, now, I did a little research. Playoff possibilities. Cool Hand Luke, you're going to play the Legacy and Westy is Bucky. You advance to the championship round if you just win 1 game.
Okay, make it
Okay?
happen.
Win and advance. Bucky Son, you're playing Bloody Helmets and Down Under. You advance to the championship round if you beat Bloody Helmets. Simple enough. Bloody Helmets, here's where it gets tricky.
Yeah.
Bloody Helmets, you play Bucky Son and Weapons of Mass Destruction. You advance to the championship round if you win both games and Bucky Son loses both games. One of those games, you're playing Bucky Son. So all you gotta do is beat Bucky Son and then hope that Weapons also loses both of their games. Weapons of Mass Destruction. You play Taco Corp and Bloody Helmets. You advance to the championship round if you win both games, and Cool Hand Luke and Bucky Son lose both of their games. Go
That's
to church. Go to church right now. Start praying. So, wow, lots of stuff going on.
It's going to be
in
an
week 12.
exciting
Yeah.
week next week.
Week 13, the final week of the regular season. Playoffs right around the corner.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is crazy. It's like Patsy Cline.
Crazy. Like that?
Is it Patsy Cline?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Patsy Cline. Okay, anyway. Gentlemen, set your rosters. Drop ads are done this week, okay? No more after week 13. So get your players that you want out. Get some new ones in if you want them. So that's all I've got. So from the festive commissioner's office, I bid you adieu.